Well, good morning and welcome to County's Life Connect. I'm really glad you're able to join me, and whether you're watching on Facebook Live or YouTube Live or catch up later on, we're so pleased that you're here. And this week we've got a really great week lined up for you. You're going to love it. So make sure you join us at 8 o'clock every single morning. And we've particularly geared it around for two kinds of people. You know, if maybe you're the kind of person who's on a journey of faith, and you're exploring and trying to work out, is this something you really want to take a greater interest in, maybe even commit your life to following this Jesus person? And there's no better way than exploring this than actually hearing from people who are on the journey a little bit ahead of you. And also for maybe some of you here today who just want to be encouraged. You've been Christians for years, and you too want to be encouraged in your faith. And this week we're going to hear stories from some fantastic people who are on this Christian journey. Some have only been on it a few weeks, others have been on it decades. And here God has been at work in their lives. And so make sure you share this with your friends and family as we go for the week. So we're going to just jump straight on in, and I'm going to introduce you to a friend of mine. Brilliant. Okay, well, it's nice. I have John Wedley with me today. Hi, John.
Hi, Tim.
So tell us who you are. Who are you? Where do you come from?
Okay, Tim. So I'm John Wedley. I'm 51. I live in Steamills. Been living there 25 years. Grew up in Cinderford. I'm married to Emmy. We're celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary this summer.
Oh, brilliant.
Two boys, Jay, who's 19, and Leo, 15.
Fantastic. So you're a real local lad.
Yeah, I went to school just the school that was below the church, obviously not there now.
Yeah. So exactly. So tell us a little bit about, are you a regular church goer? I mean, what's your background?
Yeah, no, Tim. Only really going to christenings, weddings, and funerals. And my first real part of church was watching the service in September.
Wow. So you've suddenly hit 51 years old, and apart from weddings, funerals, and the essentials in life, you haven't darkened the door of a church.
No.
So great. Well, we're glad that you did. So what sparked your interest? I mean, how come you started watching us online?
So about 2 years ago, I went on a business trip with a colleague who's a Christian, Tom Jackson, who some people in the church know, and we talked a lot about his faith. And from that trip, throughout sort of 2019, I talked to him more and more about faith. He then suggested exploring it a bit further with the Alpha course on YouTube. So I started watching that in beginning of 2020. From that, I discovered Bible in 1 year and started, I downloaded the app and started listening to the Bible in April last year. And enjoying that so much. In June, I then started to catch up from the 1st of January to the April. And enjoyed that so much. Talking with Tom, he said, "Why don't you reach out to your local pastor?" So that's when I emailed you, Tim.
Brilliant. So you've read through the whole of the Bible. I think that's true, isn't it? In this time.
Yeah. So I finished the Bible on New Year's Eve, and I've started again. So I'm back through. It's going to be a daily a ritual for me. And now I'm starting to see more in it the second time round. So we're just talking about Joseph and what's happening there.
Wow, it's fantastic. Now, you've covered more ground than probably quite a few people been a Christian for several years, I suspect. So well done. That's brilliant. So, when did you actually become a Christian?
So October the 16th. Last year, Tim, I text you. It's after speaking with you, I did some more exploration with the book Purpose Driven Life, and that's when I knew and I became a Christian.
Wow. Yeah, I remember it's the day before my birthday, so it was a nice birthday present. Yeah, really exciting. And so, I mean, it's all well and good to get all this knowledge and obviously connecting with new people, which is always nice and fun and exciting. But what has been, how has it played out in your life? What's been the biggest change, biggest impact it's had upon you?
So I think the biggest thing is up until recently, I've been fiercely independent. And so that was the most difficult thing in starting praying and asking God for help. And with my independence, I just found that difficult. But that's changed, and I'm now trusting in God and seeing what He has in line for me.
Mm, yeah, so that's a huge change then. So,
Yeah.
do other people see any difference in you?
Yeah, I've a few people have said to me they can start seeing changes in me, and my wife and family they're saying yeah, they're starting to see changes, and they remind me when they're not changes. But I do say, look, this is work in progress. I've had 50 years of not being a Christian. It's not going to happen overnight, so please be patient with me.
Yeah, I think we've all got that silence. Well, John, it's really exciting to hear just a little bit of your story. And obviously, I know a lot more from our conversations. And I think we're all looking forward to hopefully at some stage later on this year, we can all be back in the church building and getting to know you a lot more. I'm sure we'll get to know Emmy as well. So we're really excited by what God's doing in your journey. Thank you for being willing to share with us today. So thanks.
Thank you very much, Tim.